Sally and I chose Function because it's the best in the world for testing. It's an all-in-one health platform with over 100 advanced lab tests covering your entire body, 5 times more than the average physical. Comprehensive and focused on critical biomarkers, it offers testing twice a year. Available across the U.S. and super easy to use. It's recommended by Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, Dr. Casey Means, and hundreds of health experts. Kicking off the summer, Function is sharing their Long Live campaign. Long Live is a celebration of the everyday moments that make life worth staying healthy for. For me, this means long live crewing Sally at ultras and other crazy adventures. This means long live watching our kids cross finish lines and score goals. In the spirit of long live and taking control of your health, get a $100 credit towards your annual membership at www.functionhealth.com/Sally McRae. This $100 credit is only for the first 1,000 listeners. So sign up at functionhealth.com/Sally McRae.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Choose Strong podcast. I know you all are excited as I am. You already saw in the title that the Cocodona 250 champion and recent 12th male finisher of Western States 100, Dan Green, is here with us today. Dan, we're so stoked to have you. How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I'm happy to be here. That's like, yeah, you gotta say that, right?
Yes. And I know that in the last 6 or 7 weeks, you've done 5 podcasts. And ever since you won Cocodona, it's oh my gosh, everyone wants to podcast with Dan Green. How are you feeling about that?
Good. Hopefully they're not too bad. I mean, they're not great. I've heard better. But I'm here,
No.
I'm out here.
You're here. You're putting in the reps. That's what it takes. Podcasts, interviews, you just put the reps in and then you're going to get more and more comfortable doing it. But
I hope so.
I promise I'll make you comfortable. We'll be good. Friends, viewers, listeners that are watching or listening, first and foremost, if you have just started your run, if you've just walked into the gym or you've slipped into the car for your commute to work, really thankful that you decided to push play today. Grateful to join you in whatever it is you're doing. And to all of our kids, we know we have a lot of kids that hang out with us for the first 5 or 10 minutes. What is up, kids? It is summertime. I hope that you are enjoying summer. I hope that if you are on your way to practice, an adventure, or maybe even at summer camp, that you have the best time. And remember, you are strong. You have always been strong. Keep choosing it. Today's guest is 28 years old, and I can still say that because you're under 30. So I'm allowed to, I usually don't introduce people ever by their age, but you might be one of the youngest. I've had Mackenzie on the podcast too, so one of our youngest guests. But Dan, tell us where you grew up. We're not going to get into your running yet. We're not even going to talk about running,
man.
So just take a big breather. Tell us where you grew up. How many siblings do you have? Let's just get to know you.
Yeah. I grew up in Pennsylvania, South Central PA.
We have a lot of people listening from that area too, just so you know.
Hey,
a lot of great runners from that area.
The Great Commonwealth, as they call it.
Yeah.
The gateway to the Northeast.
I love
it's a crazy place. But yeah, very South Central, right in the middle. It's known for a lot of dairy country, as I call it. Went to a little high school, a couple hundred people. I think we had 120 people in our class or something like that.
Wow, that is small.
Maybe it was less than that. I'm not even sure. We lost a lot of folks during that year. Not to death, but just they started working or something.
Really? Wait, what year did you graduate from high school?
2015.
Oh, okay.
Not that long ago.
Yeah, I was that's not
10
that
years
long
ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
It's a decade.
Your high school graduation, do you guys do a reunion?
We were going to.
Or do you guys still hang out?
We had a Facebook page.
Yeah.
I didn't really have many friends in high school. I don't talk to anyone I went to high school with.
Okay.
But we had a Facebook page. I joined it. We were going to have a reunion.
Yeah.
That I was maybe going to be in the area. So I was like, okay, it might work out. I could go just for fun, whatever. And not enough people were going to go, so they canceled it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
That's what happens when you have a small class.
classic.
You said you don't talk to a lot of people, your friends from high school. Is that because you're, where are you guys like spread out all over the place?
Not.
I saw the land in which you grew up because your partner
Oh, yeah.
showed it to me and she said that, look at where Dan grew
Yeah,
up. It's
Sydney loves
all,
that.
all land.
It's like a quilt,
Yeah.
you know? It's like classic farmland. No, I just don't. I didn't have any real close friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was close with my brother. I went to school with him. He was a senior when I was a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's basically it. And then I just was friends with the runners, which I guess I'm friends with them. We met up with one of our buddies from high school, Will. He's a professor, teaches like environmental stuff, and he has a class of kids at Lake Tahoe the same time we were staying there. And so we went and got coffee and breakfast, and it was cool. And they're actually trying to like make graphics and things to keep Tahoe clean. I guess, crazy fact, Lake Tahoe has the most microplastic the third most of any lake in the world.
No way. That's a very sad.
You wouldn't think it.
I know.
But I guess where it's like kind of everything drains into it,
Mm-hmm.
it just holds it.
Wow.
So that was weird. But they're making like signs and working with artists and environmental people to like get people to be more cognizant of litter,
Mm-hmm.
which seems pretty simple, but
Yeah.
I guess, you know, you're not going to stop people from throwing bottles into a lake
Yeah.
for some reason.
You know what? Thank you for that. We all learned something.
Hey,
Our listeners,
it
we
shocked
learned
me.
something. Yeah, that's totally shocking. Well, back on the tangent of high school. So
Yep.
you went to high school, graduated with like 120 people. Your brother was there when you were a freshman.
Mhm.
So you have one brother. Do you have sisters?
Two brothers.
Okay, two brothers.
Yeah, Fred, he's like, I'm probably closest with him. He's 2 years older than me. He was out at Western crewing me. He lives in Seattle. And then my older brother, Job, he lives kind of back in Pennsylvania. And then my older sister lives in Pennsylvania as well. And then I have another sister that lives in Alabama.
There's 5 of you.
Yeah.
There's 5 in my family too. There's
Yeah.
always something going on in the house, right?
At one point in time, yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we had one bathroom,
Yep.
you know? Me and my brother Fred and I shared a room for a year or so.
Yeah.
I don't think, if you haven't shared a room, I think with your sibling at some point, you haven't lived.
I so agree.
I mean, you learn a lot about yourself
Oh, you do.
and other people.
There was a time I shared a room with all 4 of my siblings, and then it was all 3 of my sisters because there was 4 girls, 1 boy. So my brother always had his own room, but I cannot agree more with that statement. In fact, I made my kids share a room till they're 6 and 8.
I mean,
I was
it's
like, you
good
have
for 'em.
to. It is.
It's
Share.
brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. You will share. You will learn to work things out. But when it's one bathroom,
Yeah.
that's like, we got timed. You
Oh,
take
yeah.
a shower, you get like
We were
3
quick.
minutes.
I still take quick showers.
Yeah.
It's like comical. I don't know how people shower for more than like 5 or 6 minutes. I don't know what they're doing in there. I can clean my whole self efficiently in like 3 or 4 minutes and I'm out of there. It's like a waste of time. I don't know what I don't know what takes more than that.
Dan, do you feel like
It's
you're like pretty
crazy.
efficient in aid stations?
Usually.
Is that how you are in aid stations?
I
You're
mean,
like, why are
typically-
we in here? Why are people in aid stations for so long? Do you ever see that
You
and
know,
think that? You're like,
You would not think that I am efficient if you watch Western States footage. I was taking my good old time. I changed shoes like 5 times and socks. It was like a Cocodona aid station at Western States. I was like, let me wipe my feet off.
one more time.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I love that. So are you the baby?
Yeah.
You're the youngest of 5.
The youngest.
And in your family of 7, is there anyone else who runs currently or did?
No. My brother just started running
Mm-hmm.
like maybe like a year ago.
I thought you were going to say a couple weeks ago.
A couple months ago, though, he
After you
started
won
making more serious.
Cocodona, he's like, wait a minute.
Well, he started training more seriously for Cocodona.
Oh, did he run it?
He paced me in it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he paced you, but he hasn't done trails or road or anything until
No.
you started.
And then he did Chuck-a-Nut,
No way.
50K.
Okay. Which brother is this?
Fred.
Immediately ahead of you?
Yeah.
What's your age difference actually?
He's 30
Okay.
and I'm 28.
Yeah. You guys are 2 years
years.
apart. Oh, that's so cool.
So it's pretty sick.
So is Fred like your friend?
He's my boy.
Are
yeah.
you guys like good buddies?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Aw.
I mean, we don't live near each other, but
He's in Pennsylvania still?
No, he's in Seattle.
Seattle. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that's not such a bad place to visit or to be. The
No, like,
PNW is pretty awesome.
it's super great there. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how good it is there until I
Yeah.
went. Like I was telling you earlier, I went out and stayed, a couple weeks before Cocodona and watched this house and dog.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was great. You're 25 minutes from a trailhead that's right off the highway that can get like 4,000 feet of gain in like 12 miles.
Yeah. Pretty awesome, right?
It's sweet.
So he has a good training ground.
Oh, yeah.
And now is he like, oh, I'm going to follow in Dan's footsteps?
He would never fall. He would never, I would never say he's following in my footsteps, but he may be wanting to do his own thing.
Yeah.
Do some races and stuff.
I mean, he'll probably listen to this podcast, so we got to talk him up right now.
That's true. Great guy, genius. He's a PICU nurse. Great guy.
Is he a nurse?
Uh-huh.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, he's the one that was the traveling nurse that lived in Flagstaff.
Exactly.
See? Yeah, I remember this.
You got a good brain.
Yeah. We were talking about this before the podcast. Now I have to actually remember that. Sometimes I'll have people come on the podcast and I'll be like, wait, did we talk about that already when we were like eating having steps? Or did we talk about it during the podcast? All right. So no one in your family ran. You just decided when that you like, were you in high school when you're like, I should do this? Or did you try other sports? Tell us a little about what it was like growing up as Dan Green.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Just
had good
dive
time.
right in. I want to hear it.
Growing up, I think I liked doing a lot of things. At one point in time, I played some baseball.
Okay.
Wasn't great. Played a lot of football when I was little, which I think a lot of boys do probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I started swimming. My two brothers were swimmers, so I did that as well. Because you could do that kind of, as in club, you could do it younger, like before, like in middle school, you could swim before you got to high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then swam in high school and ran track, cross country and track. And actually the guy we met in Tahoe got me to start running, which was cool. I was in the football, like high school football meeting. They call everyone into an auditorium and they're like, volleyball over here, football over here, cross country back there. And you like sit down and like the coach gives you like a rundown of what, here's this stuff, here's the forms, like whatever, here's practices, here's when you need to be there. And Will came down and got me and was like, you don't need to be down here. Like, you're not a football player. You need to come run with us and hang out.
Really?
And I was like, all right, you're right. And so I went up there and then, that's when I started running. It was in high school, 2012.
It's really incredible how many times I've heard people get into running because someone walked up to them and was like, you should try it.
100%. Yeah. Then I just showed up to cross country, loved it. We had a really great like mentor coach on the team, Lance Pledger. He's dead now, but he was a great guy for all of us that got to be around him. Like you have like that one person in your life who's like influential. He was that guy for a lot of us. So that was cool. But he got us running.
He was an older guy?
Yeah. We didn't do much training.
Yeah.
But like he would talk to us and like make us we called them pledger papers, like folders of like random clippings of old running stuff. And he would like photocopy them together at the post office and then give us this sheet with like 10 different things on it.
To motivate you.
He would have like
inspire you?
Yeah.
That was the goal?
He would have like newspapers that he would keep for like years and years and years.
Yeah.
He was crazy. I would like run. He lived in the town nearest us, so it was like 3.5 miles away. I would like run, stop at his house to like talk to him, sit and like talk to him in his little sitting room for like an hour or two. And then he would like give me a bag of pledger papers and I'd run them back to my house.
That's amazing.
It was nuts.
There's not a lot of people who can say, I used to do that.
No, I mean, it was very unique. Like, it's one of my was for Sydney, my girlfriend. I wish that like she could have met. It's like one of those things I really wish that I would have taken you straight to Pledger.
Aww.
But
I love that. So so he ran when he was younger.
Yeah.
Now, was he the head coach?
No.
Or was he more of like just a helper mentor to the team?
He was just there.
Yeah.
Just being eccentric. And just doing crazy stuff.
It's so funny because Eddie and I have had people like that. We played soccer growing up and all through college. That's like how we met. And same thing. There's always just like random people that are always like around training and games and everything. And you just love them.
Yeah.
They just like make the family of the sport,
Well, it's like, you need those people to show you like, it's not a sport. It's like a passion kind of thing. It can be
Yeah.
more than just, a sport or whatever.
I love that.
It's cool.
I think that the sport is made up of so much more of those that are just racing for the podium. It really is a whole community, a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not always super serious.
Yeah.
Especially with ultra, I feel like if you're too serious, it's like your mind's going to explode at
Yeah.
a race. Like you've got to be a little bit loose.
Yeah. It's a long time to be serious too. Like,
Too long.
Yeah. I agree.
You'll throw up.
Or your whole crew will hate you.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely said some horrible things to my crew, but
Yeah.
I try not to. I try to limit it.
We all have.
I
Yeah.
always, I mean, I don't know if you do this, but like before a race, I always will be like, I am so sorry
Mm-hmm.
in
For what's going to
advance.
come out of my mouth.
Like I know something bad. I'm going to do something
Yeah.
that's like terrible. And
I'm
so
going to be
sorry.
impatient.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop some trash on the ground at your feet and just expect you to pick it up. I'm going to.
Yeah. It's horrible.
I know.
It's the
That's
best.
when you go in and say, nothing counts. Nothing counts during the race.
Yeah. It's like the best of you and the worst of you
Yeah.
all in one day. It's terrible.
Well, I want to go back to Pledger.
Yeah.
So Pledger Papers.
Lance Pledger,
Lance Pledger, you had your friend, say his name again.
Will Rice.
Okay, so you had Will and you had Pledger, and Will just recognized in you that you weren't a football player. Did you agree with him in that? Did you
Yes.
miss football?
No.
He just
I think
knew.
I just thought that was the people I needed to be with. And then I
Yeah.
realized I wasn't friends with any of them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to get like insanely jacked. There's like a
Yeah.
thing with high school boys.
Oh
They
yeah.
get, I don't know how they get in such good shape.
Yeah.
That's all they have is like endless supply of whole milk and just like a gym they can go to all the time. And they just get jacked. I don't
Yeah.
understand how it's possible. Like you got 17-year-old kids walking around like Mr. Olympia. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
But I was not that person.
Yeah. Some of it's genetics. Like
It's
some
gotta
of
be.
it is, a little bit of that.
Mhm.
So you realize like, yeah, my buddy's right. I'm going to go with him. And then when you started running, were you like, yes, I like this better than football?
For sure.
That's so cool. And were you
Loved
good
it.
at it right away? Did it feel like,
I wasn't like great, but I wasn't terrible. I think the first year I ran cross country, it was like for our school, like I ran like 19 minutes, 5K.
mm-hmm.
I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, as you should be. A sub 25K is pretty solid.
Actually, it may have been 18. Something.
Wow.
May have been like 18. I think I know that I got better by a minute for freshman to sophomore to junior year, each year.
You took off a minute every year.
I mean, we didn't start very low, but yes. It didn't take very much, I don't think. But yeah, and then by the end, it was like still not great, but definitely a little bit faster. But it was good. Yeah, I had some success there,
Mm-hmm.
like in our local races,
Mm-hmm.
our like district and then states and stuff. I wasn't very good at track,
What'd you do in track? What were your
mile, 2
distances?
mile,
Okay.
and then like the 4x8 classic distance. We called ourselves the D crew, classic D crew
Yeah.
track meet. It's like mile, 2 mile. Looking back on it, it's insane to think like you would do those races all in one day.
I know, right?
It's like
It's
comical.
so painful.
It doesn't
You're
make any.
like,
Yeah,
how am I going to be good at all of them? Like
Yeah.
I can do one.
Yeah.
One's going to be great. It's going to be the first race I won.
and I had no idea of like we didn't really know about like people would train for a certain race. So like we would just every meet it was like you're trying to PR.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what
So
it was. We were
true.
like, dude, we're just trying to PR every race. I'm like, this is so stupid. Looking back, you're like, dude, no wonder I never got any better. But it's fun.
So Dan, you came from a family of 7. You're running through high school. Was running like was that your love through those 4 years? Was there anything else in your life that you were excited about or kept you going? What were your 4 years of high school fueled by?
I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, like your standard, like fooling around, like we would go hang out with our buddies,
Yeah.
like sometimes.
Mhm.
Played a little music, that kind of thing. Like somebody had a little studio that we'd go play in. Our buddy Matt, we'd go like,
Do you sing?
no,
Do you play an instrument?
I play guitar a little bit,
Let's go.
and we would like. I haven't played in years. I kind of just swore it off because I'm like, I'm done doing that. I'm not good enough to really do it, and I don't really care. But at the time, it was fun. We'd like, mess around in this guy's studio and, do things that our mother probably would never appreciate. We're like
Yeah.
in there like drinking beers and like other things that you shouldn't talk about.
Right. And Mom, if you're listening, he's doing just
Oh,
fine.
Teresa's fine. She's good. She'll survive, dude.
I love you just called her,
I'm 28.
you called her first name too.
Mother Teresa.
Teresa.
She's a good lady.
I love it.
She's
So
on
good.
she's on a fitness journey herself, but
Is she?
yeah.
Have you inspired her?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think slightly, I hope. I hope so. She's like on a whole thing the last like year or so. Yeah, she's lost like probably 100 and some pounds.
No way.
Started running.
That's amazing.
She runs like
That is incredible.
she just started running outside from the treadmill, moved to hard surface.
Okay, hold on, Dan. We got to pause right there. This is
Yeah, it's
really
a huge
beautiful.
life change for her.
No, this is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
It's huge.
really incredible. And we have, it's not just runners who listen to this podcast, and we've gotten testimonials sent in to us that are very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me well up because I know how sometimes the hardest things to do is to start.
It's so hard. I mean, how many times? It's like someone that smokes and they're trying to quit smoking, and it's like, how many times have you? It's not. Oh, you're gonna quit. It's how many times have you tried?
Exactly.
Kind of question. And it's like
Yes.
countless.
Mm.
And so it's cool when someone actually does that.
So growing up, your mom didn't run.
No, she was
Or go to
athletic when she
gym.
was younger, but not.
She had 5 kids.
Yeah, she's been child rearing her whole life.
Yeah,
She
literally.
She kind of raises her and my dad raised my our one I guess nephew.
Okay.
So like they've never
They've never not been mom and
they've
dad.
been parents their whole lives.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is kind of insane.
It's a selfless role. And
For sure.
And moms tend to, it's very easy, especially the more kids you have, to put yourself second, third, fourth,
Oh yeah.
10th on the list.
So she's starting to, take some time for herself, which is great. Travel a little bit. She went to I think Italy last year with one of her best friends growing up.
Her name's Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
And she started out just by walking.
Just walking, eating better,
Mm-hmm.
and then going to the gym and on the treadmill. Like I went fast for like 5 seconds and then walked for like 2 minutes, kind of thing. And then now she's running like she's got Strava.
Wow.
She's on Strava, dude.
Okay.
Big news.
Is
Teresa Green, follow her on
Teresa
Strava.
Green, we are following you on Strava. This is
Yeah.
very incredible.
She's a dog.
Like, this is so inspiring. She's a dog.
She
Teresa
is.
Green, you heard it right here. You just said you're a dog.
I mean, she did like 2.5 miles, like 13-minute pace.
That's
I'm like,
amazing.
Dude, you pace me at Cocodona.
This is
I mean,
because that's the average pace.
there's a segment. I mean, there's a couple segments that are like pretty decent. Like, you're not going to fall in them probably. It'd be a little risky, but
What about your dad?
he does not exercise.
Not yet.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah.
He's just living.
He's just living life, but you know what? Teresa might get in there and inspire him. Like it
Yeah.
sounds like you have started. There's this domino effect that's going on in your family, and anything is possible, right? So
It's true.
your brother started trail running, your mom started running. I can't, over 100 pounds is insane.
It's
like that
absolutely
is
insane.
amazing.
Because I've worked.
Amazing.
It's like I've worked in a running shop for almost 10 years, like run specialty, like fitting people up. It's really a personal thing. Like you sit down with somebody, introduce yourself, like you're with someone for 20, 30 minutes sometimes more.
Yeah.
And so people will tell you all kinds of things,
Mm.
and one of the things they tell you, because you ask them about it, is like what they're doing in the shoe, like blah, blah, blah. When someone tells you they've lost like 80 to 100 pounds,
Mm.
it's insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane thing to think you could do.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not easy.
It's so impressive.
so impressive. That's
It's-
the right word. It's impressive.
It's very impressive because
Yeah.
that's like training for a big race too. I mean, it's like you put all the work in, you can never think about the end result because it's like the amount of work you have to put in. If you're thinking about the end result, it's like you'll never get the work done.
It's so
Maybe
true.
something like that. But same thing. I'm sure with someone who's trying to lose that much weight, it's got to seem like impossible.
Yeah.
The whole time you're doing it until you've done it, probably.
Absolutely.
Like the whole time, it's got to feel impossible.
And sometimes lonely
Yeah,
because every day you have to tell yourself
Sure.
lots of different things to keep doing it, and we all fall off the wagon. That has nothing to do with like our fitness level. It's hard to be consistent in everything in our life all the time, 365 days a year. And so there's a lot of different things that are happening, right?
yeah. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
That's like, people say, how do you train so much? How do you do all this stuff? I'm like, well, there's not much in my life.
Mm.
You know, you like try to have as little moving parts as possible so you can really do the things you need to do.
Right.
Like, that's the only way to be able to do any one thing good.
I really like that.
Right?
I'm actually going to come back to that because
Like,
that's
you got
a
to
really
simplify everything.
That's a powerful quote. I think that's going to be a good lead way when we start talking about some of the things you're doing right now. But Teresa Green, when suddenly you have hundreds of thousands followers on Strava, you can give all that credit to your son. He gets an extra birthday present this year.
Nah.
An extra gold star, but it sounds like that you're your mom's number one fan and cheerleader. You've clearly inspired her. You've inspired your brother. It's pretty cool how, you know, you're shooting for the stars, you're shooting for the podium, but you know, just getting people to move, it affects us all in different ways. So running is something different for all of us, but it can affect our life on so many different levels.
Definitely.
So tell me, as you went through high school, were you hoping then to go to college and run? Was that the goal then as you got closer to your junior year? You're like, wait, I think I could probably go run in college and beyond.
Yeah, because I didn't, it was like classic high school kid. I mean, we didn't really prioritize, like, luckily Fred kind of paved the way for like going to college and like doing things because no one really had completed that beforehand.
What do you mean? Oh, in your family?
Yeah. I mean, we have
Yeah.
had people that went to college, but not like in my immediate family. They maybe went to college, but didn't like complete it.
Right.
And so, you know, I didn't really know even if I would go to college. I had really never thought about what I was going to do. Like, pretty terrible planning skills. Don't do that. You should 100% try to plan on what you're going to do when you get out of high school. And I luckily found running, and I was like, well, I'm good and just barely good enough to like go run at a school.
Mhm.
And so I did a couple trips. You can do a couple trips. I went to a state school, and then like
Yeah. What schools did you get to go?
I went
around?
to, I guess the only ones I really took official trips to was like Pitt
Okay.
and then Marshall, which is where I ended up going to school.
Okay.
And then I went to another school, but it wasn't like an official trip because it wasn't a Division I school. So you don't get the same, like, it was still like a good trip.
Their budget's different.
Yeah, it's like not the same.
Yeah.
And so, but ended up just going to Marshall, which is great. They just had a men's cross team, but yeah, I wouldn't have probably gone to school, or definitely wouldn't have gone to that school if I wouldn't have been running.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So you took off to college.
Yeah.
You got a scholarship to run there.
Mm-hmm.
And what were those 4 years of running like for you?
Oh, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
I loved it. I mean, just like getting to get up every day and like run with your best friends
Mm-hmm.
and do some school.
Yeah.
College school, at least for me, because I wasn't doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I had a couple hard classes with I went to school for dietetics, so there was some, at the time it was still in the College of Sciences, so you had some like chemistry and some other things that were like difficult that I'm not going to be a chemist. So like it was kind of tough for me.
Why did you choose that?
I thought nutrition and stuff was cool. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, and yeah, I don't know. It just like was cool. When I started getting more into running in high school, I was more into like food and like fueling and like what type of stuff people were doing and
Mhm.
how that affected you and like how that could potentially help you out.
Do you feel like you have an upper hand in that? Like you really understand food when you're looking at packaging or like looking at calories and carbs consumed per hour? Like, does it make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And I think just maybe not the upper hand as far as like in athletes, like in running's concerned, like in the sport, but people have no idea if you've never thought about it, like if you've never like went to school for it or like thought about it deeply, what you're like eating or looking at, it's like that was one thing with my mom, like just no real idea what you're eating.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't even think about it if you never knew about it
Mhm.
or were concerned about it.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, it helps to know, which
Right.
seems simple when they try to do that in school, in public school or whatever, but they don't seem to have that one nailed down.
I agree.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have people who are like, yeah, I mean, I don't think I eat that bad. And it's like, well, and they're like, well, what do you normally eat? And they're like, I don't know, I go to McDonald's like 5 times a week.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right?
yeah,
Or it's just all processed.
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
But
But also
it
when
was interesting.
you're raised one way, right? You're raised with just certain food and
Sure, people are just
you don't
cooking
really
for you, you're just
know.
eating.
Yeah.
And you're like, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. I don't think it was till I started working in a restaurant. I mean, there was even just food. I'm like, I've never tried that or seen that or know that was a combo. It's
Yeah.
just, I grew up on some really low, not great food, but
I mean, yeah, we were rocking Hamburger Helper a
yeah,
lot.
hamburger helper. Did you get like the 25-cent like hot pot pies?
Oh yeah, that was like a big day for us.
Yeah.
That was like a
same.
good night.
Oh yeah.
Not that we weren't fed, but it was like we enjoyed that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was like that's
A banquet
see,
meal,
banquet.
Yeah, a banquet
That was a staple.
hot pie.
Yeah.
You fork your name in there so you knew it was yours.
Yes. See,
I mean,
I love it. He grew up in a family of 7 too. He gets it. And then they had the banquet fried chicken that came in the box. Did you guys ever have that?
not like we would get the
That
meals.
was a treat.
If I went to the store with my dad, he would always be like, "Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good deal," and we'd get like
Yeah.
20 of those
They'd be
banquet
like
meals.
69 cents.
It's like Salisbury steak meal. I'm like, why are you feeding this to us? Looking back, but I mean, they're $1.
Yeah, you can feed your family on that.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The first thing I learned how to cook was my brother showed me how to cook ramen at a young age. I'm like cooking ramen up on the stove, like,
What we call ramen though.
yeah.
Just the packet.
Yeah, just a
like
packet of
9
ramen.
cents.
A little Martan,
Yes.
get it in there.
Oh my gosh. I remember
classic.
my mom would make spaghetti and she would always take the package of spaghetti and she'd like measure it out and then break it in half, like always. I didn't know that was a cardinal sin to do.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to, but in her mind, it was making more. It was like, well, I know.
That logic, dude.
I know. It's so wild, right? Like I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut it in half. So she'd break it in half and then squeeze in. You remember like those tubes of meat? It's like 30% fat. And then you have no idea what else is like in there. But it was like, squeeze that in the pan, make that. And then it was just a can of tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And mix all 3 of those together. And that was spaghetti most nights.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
This is good.
There's nothing spaghetti about it.
No, man.
I think
just
there was
noodles.
pepper in there.
It's noodles and meat. And red.
Oh,
it's just
man.
red. It's not even sauce. It's just red. It's like
not
grape
good for
flavored
you.
drink.
Yeah.
It's like red flavored sauce.
I love that. But you know what though, Dan? So you've grown up with like an understanding of food just in general. Like what sometimes people eat to because that's what they can afford, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also it's like not knowing what to eat. There's also people it's like they have enough to buy food. They just don't know what to
Yeah, you don't want to cook. It's like you're just whatever. But you can still make things pretty, like Sydney and I eat pretty healthily, pretty easily.
Yeah.
Our schedules are pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually cook every day. So
I love that. Cool. What do you love to cook?
Whatever's eat. My dad got me a little tiny Weber gas grill, so I've been big on I'm cooking all kinds of like chicken out there. It's quick.
That.
You can cut it up, cook it really quick. I got a deer this year. I haven't really hunted in like over a decade. I went to my buddy.
Did you grow
Danny
up hunting?
Hayes. No, not really. We would hunt, but like we didn't know anyone that had like land, so we would go to just like public land. It's like we would never do any of the right. We didn't do any, like, God bless my dad. Like he took us, so it was cool. But it was like
your dad hunt.
We didn't do any like. We didn't go out and like look around like the week before or like set, like figure out what we were gonna do. We would just like mosey out in the woods one morning and just like sit down.
Maybe we'll see something.
Yeah, like we'd never more hunting seasons than not. We did not shoot anything. Like we weren't good at it. But my buddy has some land and like a farm, and he like has deer, and it was kind of like cheating, but I got to have so we have that meat now, which is cool.
That's
so we've been eating that. But yeah, I don't know. We cook a lot of rice and like vegetables and salad based stuff and, a protein, and that's basically it.
I heard someone once say if it was grown in the dirt or it had a mother, it's probably like pretty good to eat.
That's well said.
I know.
That's right up there with one of the best sayings.
Yeah, I think it was like if you're having a hard time, if it's overwhelming
Sure.
and you're at the store, it's a way to stay away from all the processed stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to. They always say
Like,
you don't want to go in the
Twizzlers
aisles.
weren't grown in the ground.
No, dude. You don't want that.
Nor were Sun Chips.
No.
So.
No. You want to limit those things. You can have them.
Yeah.
That's the biggest takeaway from dietetics. Literally 4 years, unless you're going to go into the hospital setting. But if you're like an outpatient person, you literally just tell people moderation. You can do anything in moderation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
80-20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that 80% good, 20% bad? What does that mean?
The 80-20 rule. I mean, it's that idea that, and I guess it kind of plays into just our human nature anyway, right? Like, we're not perfect 100% of the time. Your diet isn't going to be, there's going to be a wedding you're going to go to. Yeah, they're going to have a big cake and fried chicken and like.
You get in there.
Yeah, you get in there. You enjoy the wedding.
I've had 2 burritos
since
in
you've
2
been
days.
here. Hey, we got good
3
burritos
days.
here.
They're very good.
What kind did you have?
The first one was a California burrito.
Oh, you got to have the California burrito.
It had fries in it.
It has fries in it, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then
so good.
on Max's recommendation, I got this Americana burrito at this at the breakfast place, at the coffee place, which also basically had fries. They were home fries.
Yeah.
That's a fry.
Yeah.
It's a fried potato.
Yeah.
It was really good though. Had like sausage and egg and home fries.
So to our listeners, I didn't even say that, but you're here visiting your buddy in Irvine, California.
Mm-hmm.
You met Max up at Western States,
Yep.
up at Western States, and you told me you'd be down this way. And so you guys have been running this past week. You guys went running a couple times, grabbed some burritos. What was that like? Like meeting
It's been
Max?
great. It was good hanging out. He's a genuine dude. He's like a normal guy. That's like the biggest eye-opening thing. Like being on the more on the in crowd now, for whatever it's worth.
Yep.
Everyone's just regular people for the most part.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's been great sharing some miles with him and talking about running far and just like random stuff.
How great the Back Bay Loop is.
How great
Max.
the Back Bay Loop is. The best 10-mile loop in the world.
Max is laughing right now. He is so excited that you are on this show. In fact, he sent me an audio message this morning and was just like, Dan's the best. He's just such a cool guy. Like, I'm so excited to hear this episode. I'm so excited that people are going to get to know him. Like, so glad you're happy. I mean, and even
it's crazy.
I was in a meeting yesterday and he texted me like 3 times while I was in a meeting. And I was like, is everything okay? And he's like, just call me. And I call him and he's like, you got to have Dan on your podcast.
Damn,
I'm like, I literally ended a meeting early because I thought when I picked up the phone,
wrong.
I did. I called him. I was like,
You're like, where are you?
I did. That's the first thing I said.
It's that motherly instinct, dude.
Totally.
You
and
basically
I'm so
did.
like that.
You basically did the verbal equivalent of like the quick stop sign with the hand out. That's a classic mom move right there.
I totally did.
good.
I call. I go, do I need to pick you up from somewhere? I go, where are you? And he's like, what? Sally? Like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you told me to call you like twice. I'm like in this meeting. Anyway,
Good dude.
But he's such a good dude. But my point there is like when Max gets excited about stuff, he's all in. We talked about that earlier too. I go, Max is an all-in guy, and that's like one of my favorite things about him. And
It's the way to be.
he's so down to earth and he's so kind. And he just talked you up on this audio message for about 90 seconds. I should actually play it for you.
No, don't do that. That's his own.
I should
message.
actually play it on the podcast. What do you think, Ed? I should just put it in.
Yeah.
I would never do that to somebody's audio message, by the way. No, but it was very kind and very encouraging. He had a lot of good things to say, and so I think I'm just going to kind of pivot there, Dan.
Sure.
You started racing ultras in 2021, so is that right?
That's about yeah.
Yeah. Did
I think
you
so.
any before that?
No.
So you graduated from college. Did you know about ultras when you were in college? Was that something that you were like, what's that weird thing?
A little bit. I think I knew more about like back to Lance Pledger. Like he was giving us a bunch of crazy stuff. Like people been running long since like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like crazy, weird, indoor, like super odd
Mhm.
events people would do on foot.
Mhm.
And so he thought that was interesting. So we would check that out. And some people's training programs in like the 60s, pretty nuts.
Mhm.
Like big guy that he was into, like Gary Lindgren.
Mhm.
He was like in high school, college running like 200-mile weeks,
It's crazy.
which is insane.
Yeah, that is.
So stuff like that was always like interesting. But then obviously you got to do cross country and track and stuff before you can do that. You got to get out of school. And so I got out of school, and the running shop I was working at, Robert's running shop, we were like some trail, like Robert ran trails. A bunch of people that come into the shop run trails. Like that's kind of what people did, was run trails.
This is in West Virginia.
Yeah, in Huntington.
Okay.
So that was like the next step. Like there's not many road ultras. I've done one, but it was mostly just like trails. And if you want to do like 100 or something, I mean, they're all trail races, and that's kind of how that started.
So you heard a little bit about it in high school, and then working at the run shop, you started to meet these trail runners. Did you also have somebody that was like, you need to run trail? Or were you like, I think I'm just going to do it?
Yeah, I think I just did it on my own. I think I just signed up for some stuff. The first 50K I signed up for got canceled, and I did like a 24-hour race around a 2-mile loop.
Wait, that was your first? That was your entry?
Yeah. That's always my advice to people if they feel safe doing that, is like, don't be too stressed out about your first ultra. Because like my goal at that race, it was a 2-mile, it was around a flood wall.
My God.
It was a 2-mile like asphalt loop.
Yeah.
And my mindset was like, I'm just going to run until I can't walk or stand, just to like see where I'm at, like get a baseline.
And, how did that go?
I made it 18 hours. I think I only ran 90 miles.
Wow. That's impressive.
And I could not walk or stand. And I just lay in the back of my car and shook there for a while. I thought I had broke my feet.
Really?
It was crazy. Yeah.
What did you learn there? Was it a fueling thing for you? Was it a pace? Was it gear?
It wasn't really a fueling thing. It was just my physical body couldn't, like my feet and knees and like leg, everything. It's still
everything hurt.
100% to this day. That's the worst I've felt running after everything I've done.
So
guaranteed.
But as you were training for that though, right? You were training for that.
Well, I was training for that 50K.
Okay.
Which
so
I was
you just
probably
pivoted.
underprepared for too.
Okay. So the longest you had run before that, had you done a run marathon yet?
No.
Have you ever done a run marathon?
No.
I love that.
I refuse.
Yes.
I refuse to do one.
Yes, Dan. One of the things that I've said so many times, especially by the time, so I came to the sport, well, I signed in 2014. By 2016, half of my team went to the Olympic trials for the marathon.
That's nuts.
And I felt so much pressure in that. And I remember people would always ask, well, what have you run a marathon? And like, I literally have never raced a marathon. Like I would do them like once a year, like to try to get back in shape because my kids were little.
Yeah.
But I don't love the road marathon. I don't know why I should have to do a marathon. Like, why can't trail and ultra be its own sport and be respected for what it is? Like, no one's asking Usain Bolt to do any other distance, right?
No.
So I think that, like, you saying that is just, I'm so happy right now. My heart is bursting.
I have no marathon.
Yeah, no marathon time.
Except in I ran I think like a 2:34 or something in a 40-miler.
Are you serious?
Like 2:30 something, yeah.
Oh my
Which isn't,
goodness.
I mean, isn't very fast, or I mean, comparatively. But it's like,
oh,
it
you're
was
saying
hilly.
in
Like,
comparison to elite top pro road marathoners.
Yeah, like a
But
person who runs them.
To an average person, that is very fast.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's a solid time to be proud of. Yeah.
Have you done one? You've done one then? A marathon?
I've done several marathons, but it was never a concentrated.
It wasn't like an A race.
Never.
Just like a training.
Yeah. I did them, like I would do them after I had kids to get in shape. I've done a couple in lead ups to races. I think that road marathon training programs are a great way to like really tackle that fitness. Also, road marathons are so painful.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're so hard.
People don't
like so much respect for people that race them.
Yeah.
I think, no, I don't want to do that.
Not only the race, but like people say, "Oh, Dan, you should do a like." Were some people in the area that were like trying to get me to do a Carl McCraig, trying to get me to do a marathon, and then now they're not because they're like, "Dude, we understand."
Yeah.
But I'm like, you don't understand. To do the training that I would I know how I am. Like, if I'm going to do an A race, I'm going to train appropriately for it.
Yes, all in.
So, like, if I'm going to sign up for a marathon, the training for that's going to suck. Like, I like doing workouts and stuff, but it's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really going to like what I'm training for anyway, so I'm not going to want to do it like the way I would want to. Like, if you want to run like a sub 220 marathon or like a 220 marathon, like that takes some work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's really, really hard to do, like to get to that point.
I agree. I think most people listening are like, it takes work to run a 3-hour marathon, let alone a 2:30.
I mean, it does.
So it is. It's a lot of hard, painful work. But I think there's also something to be said about being proud and excited and passionate about a distance that you love.
Yeah.
And like,
That's the only way.
yeah. And just why can't you do that? I don't think that what you're doing right now needs to be validated by doing something else because you think that's what you're supposed to do.
No. We're lucky too. I mean, trail, we have like fast trail races now.
Yeah.
That kind of maybe validate your speed if that's like a thing people want, like Javelina or like Tunnel Hill, like those type of races. I mean, you can go there and run fast and it's kind of like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I think too, what's cool about this sport is there's literally like 22 different things you can specialize in.
So true.
From road, trail, mountain, you can do ultras and all of that. And then you do timed event or point to point or out and back or loops or
Vertical.
It's vertical, altitude or not altitude or it's that you can really kind of like pick your adventure and where your strengths are and excel.
For sure.
So do you think you know what your strengths are, or at least like the types of races you're passionate about yet? Because you have done, actually, I'm just going to read this for our listeners. Your race stats since 2021. In 2021, you were second place at Rim to River 100 miler. That's your first year racing ultras. You were on the podium in 100 miler. Wild. First place at the Run Wild 20 miler. Fourth place at the Kanawha Trace 50K. Did I say that right?
We say, I'm blanking how we say it. I should know how to say it.
Kanawh. Kanawh. Okay. Oh my god.
Kanawha Trace.
Oh, everyone on the East Coast would be like, oh,
my buddy.
Maybe you say
my buddy says it. The Kanawha.
Okay,
I think
so
it's
Kanawh.
Indian, but everyone says Kanawha.
Okay, I'm glad that you corrected me. And then you were first place at Dark Sky 50 miler. So that was in 21. In 22, you came back and you were first place at Rim to River 100 miler. So you came back and you bested your previous year.
Yeah.
And then you were second place at the Run Wild 20 miler. So you flipped that.
Yeah.
And then in 23, no, I love that. In 23, you were fourth place at Javelina 100. Getting fourth place at Javelina 100, getting top 10 at Javelina 100 is amazing, especially in 2023 and only 2 years, with only 2 years under your belt. First place at the Hurricane 100K, first place at Strolling Gym 40 miler. In 2024, Dan came back and took third place at Javelina 100. Is that where you got your golden ticket?
No, I didn't get a golden ticket.
For Western States?
I was off the wait list.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I just was like rando.
And I can't remember if Javelina actually does it down to 3.
You know,
a couple of the races do.
They have, I think.
I feel like
if it was like, I think a year where they canceled.
Oh yeah.
Grindstone was a golden ticket, then they got rid of it, and then Javelina had 3, or one of them had 3, more than they should have had.
You're right.
And that may have been. It was, I think, 2023, because I remember also saying like first loser. Both times I was first loser.
Oh.
So I got fourth and third, so that checks out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you came off the wait list. That's how you got into the Western States. So you didn't start the year knowing that you were going to run Western States yet.
Well, I got in off the wait list whenever they do the drawing. It was 26th on the wait list.
Okay.
So I kind of figured I'd get in. Like the people I'd reached out to, I was like, what do you think the odds of me getting in are?
Yeah.
And they were like, you're probably in. But my goal race at the time was still Cocodona. Okay. So I was like, well, screw it. I'll just train for Cocodona, and then just if I get in, I get in. I'll just go.
And just see what happens.
And
okay.
Just run.
So in 2024, you had first place at Falling Water Ultras 100K, first place at the Highland Sky 40 miler, second place at the Hurricane 100K. And as I said, Javelina 100 is how you ended a year, in third place. And then this year, first place at Rabid Raccoon 100, first place at Cocodona 250, and the course record in 58:47 on the longest, toughest course in the history of the race. I wish they'd put a double asterisk next to that, because running even that time in the regular conditions, I guess I'm
Yeah.
just going to say, and what we usually have out there
I've heard mixed things about that.
is, yeah, I guess,
People
because
say
heat
like,
can
"Oh, the
decimate
heat's
you.
super bad" or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, not if you're good in it."
Yeah, that I totally agree with
I'm
you
like,
on
"It's
that.
hard for you, but not for me."
Yeah.
Well, I say that,
Yeah.
knock on wood. I've done historically okay in the heat.
Yeah.
So, like, the mud really sucked because that was just
Oh,
like
you can't move the way you want to
You
all the
couldn't run.
time. Yeah, you can't run. You got
There
these
was, like
4-pound blocks of mud
Yeah.
on the bottom of your
it was
shoes.
pretty bad.
Then you came in 12th man at Western State, 16th overall. That was the first time ever for you in your 4 years of running that you weren't in the top 5 in all of your races in an ultra.
I guess.
So, Dan,
Well, Black Canyon, I think I was pretty far back there. The couple of years I ran that.
I didn't list that one. Wasn't on the list.
Yeah, I got progressively worse at Black Canyon.
Yeah.
I went the first time, I got 10th,
Okay.
and then I just like got progressively worse. That's such a interesting race to me.
It's an interesting race. Also,
so
interesting
interesting.
time of year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there when it was snowing and muddy, and I was like,
Yeah.
why is it snowing?
And everyone's just kind of like building back up. Like everyone's just starting
Yeah.
to sharpen a little bit. Some are just coming out of their off season.
I've never nailed the training for that
Yeah.
race, but regardless.
You're still new.
Yeah, I guess. It's funny you saying that because I think that I've been doing this for a long time.
Because you have a lot of races.
I'm like, in my head, I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I've been doing this a long time. And then I guess not that long, 4 years.
It feels like it when you have already 20 races under your belt,
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
Yeah. Dan, you just recently signed with Solomon.
I did.
What a dream come true.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Tell us what this year has been like. And actually, I actually kind of want to backpedal a little bit. Let's go back
Sure.
to 2021 through 23. When you first came into it, were you realizing, because you kind of came into the sport when it just started to explode too.
Yeah,
It was very different. Like when I got signed versus when you got signed like this year, totally different.
it's nuts.
It's nuts. There's way more opportunity. People can actually graduate from college and have a career in this sport, which is like,
Yeah,
when I first started, that was always my hope. I wanted to see more young people in the sport. I wanted it to be its own sport, to be respected, and to be something that people could have a career in. It's its own thing. When you started in 21, 22, 23, were you starting to gain that confidence that, wait, I think I can do this?
I think not really until like Javelina, like the first time getting 4th.
In 23.
That was, I guess in 23.
That was just 2 years ago,
I
a
was
year and a
like,
half
okay.
ago.
I was like, okay, we can go pretty good. I was like, I think I ran like 13, like 20 or something like
amazing.
that.
It's so fast. Please tell me that you think that's fast.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it is, we could go faster, but it's like,
That.
yeah, I was like, okay, we can like kind of run with people and like you're in the mix. And then it was still kind of fun. Like you have like a chip on your shoulder because you're not sponsored,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of a great thing to have in your pocket. To be
Yes.
honest. It kind of sucks. There's things about it that suck, but if you just like, if you're close enough and you can keep getting yourself to these races, because like where I live, we have to travel out here, and like if you have the right people around you to help you do those things, like I definitely wouldn't be able to do those things without the community that I have and like the friends that I have. But if you can just keep getting yourself to the start line, like you can make it happen.
Mhm.
But that was like the first time where I was like, okay, that's respectable. That was close. I was only a few minutes from like where I needed to be. So that was cool. That was like the moment. I mean, I wasn't like getting no one was like contacting me or anything like that, but it was still fun.
So you've been working at the Run Shop for the last 10 years. Is that
Yeah,
right?
with Roberts since
Right.
2017, and then another place a little bit before that in Pennsylvania.
And when you graduated from college, were you like, I know what I want to do with my life. I know the career that I want. Or was it still in your heart that you wanted running to be a big part of your life?
Yeah, I mean, running was still a big part of my life. It was kind of like secretly, like maybe people around me knew, but like it's kind of secretly like the thing that I want to try to like pursue. It's kind of a weird, because I didn't do the dietetics thing. So to be a dietitian, you have to like do an internship. So you have to do another year, which Marshall, the school I went to, has that. they have an internship there. Ended up not doing that. To be honest, I think I filled out the paperwork, but I think I did it incorrectly, and it never like showed up, and so I just didn't do it. Because I was like, well, that's not good, and so I didn't get.
And you never checked back in on that? Or
No,
was that
I mean
the sign you
the
needed?
ladies still come into the shop sometimes, and they're like, "Man, we really would have loved if you came back and went to finish it." I'm like, I tried and it didn't work. I didn't do it right, and so I just was like, well, I'll just keep working. And so I was working more and training more, and I think like being like a shoe rep was like because I didn't really know like if I could be a professional athlete.
Mhm.
Like I didn't know like if that would work out. And so the big thing was like, well, I'll just be a shoe rep at one point,
Mhm.
which is good. And then with my girlfriend, and it's kind of happened in it's like with my girlfriend still in medical school at Marshall, it's kind of like, well, I'm in a good spot. I can work here, support myself and Sydney some, and live here in Huntington, and like, it's fine. I can train and stuff, and I have a lot of flexibility with my schedule. And so just kept working and training, and eventually you have success.
Yeah. That's actually pretty cool.
It's like, it's been like a couple
It's-
years grind, like 5 years or whatever.
Yeah. I'm curious too, just the trajectory that you've been on. So after 2024, your last race was third place at Javelina 100. When you started 2025, you weren't sponsored. You didn't have like a single sponsor, like no nutrition, gear, anything? Or were
No.
people kind of reaching out like, hey, we'll give you like,
Yeah, like,
free stuff for a
People
post?
will give you stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's like, and I had a little thing with Ultraspire. They gave me a lot of gear and things, which
That's
I'm
awesome.
very grateful for. Like I wouldn't have finished Cocodona without the stuff that they gave me.
Mm-hmm.
They were great. Yeah, that worked well. And then I had like a activation, I wouldn't even call it really a sponsorship, with the feed just for the race, just for Cocodona. And that was it.
So no shoe, no gear. You could
No.
pretty much just like choose what you wanted.
Yeah. Which working at the running shop is like kind of how I've been doing it the last couple of years. Like
Yeah.
getting shoes for free, and like, that's the only, like I tell people that too. If you want to train like this, I mean, you either have to have a good job or like a sponsor, or you have to work at a running shop,
Mm-hmm.
because of the amount of shoes and like stuff that I burn through is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just lucky
Mm-hmm.
to have that ability to like wear good shoes and like not get hurt and like rotate stuff. Like I could get a new pair of shoes every 300 miles if I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
before even a sponsor. So like that's a huge benefit
Absolutely.
that not everyone has.
Having that support is critical to how you want to train. If you want to train efficiently, getting to the races, paying for the races.
Yeah.
When you started 25, is that a goal that you had on the list? Is like, I'd love to get a sponsor. Were you starting to talk to people?
I don't
What
think-
what did you start carving out for your? There's gonna be a lot of people listening that
Yeah.
are also like around your age that are like, yeah, what do you do? Because I think
Dude, it's confusing.
it's very confusing.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Trail running is a horrible sport to get into. There's no G League. There's no minor league.
Yeah.
There's no like, even if you're getting like 20th at Western States, let's
Mhm.
just use that because it's the most recent race. If
Yeah.
you're getting 20th at Western States in any other sport, you'd still be a professional athlete.
Exactly.
Maybe even 30th.
Yeah.
You'd still be on the bench getting paid $5 million a year,
Yeah.
which, we don't have viewership. We don't have like the flash or whatever, but
Mhm.
so
Not
you gotta
yet.
gotta take that into
We're
consideration.
getting there.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're bringing it in.
Yeah. We're bringing it in.
But yeah, I mean, you just kind of sit and wait, and you're like, what am I doing? Should I reach out to people? Like, what do you do? So there's that.
Did you have anybody?
I don't remember. I don't
Or were
think.
you doing what I did? I just like Googled ultra running in Facebook and see
So, like-
whose names popped up.
So like working at the running shop, maybe we tried to reach out like through reps to
Mhm.
get to an athlete manager or something like that. But it's like getting that connection that way is not the best. It doesn't work.
I know. Yeah.
A couple of those, we
or
tried
they just
that.
don't respond.
Yeah, a couple times
Yeah.
our reps tried that, and it's just like they put you in a text thread and like nothing.
Yeah. Nothing comes of it.
And then looking back now, I'm like, told you, dude.
Yeah.
Freaking.
What's up
Told you to give me
now?
some shoes for Cocodona, dude. You missed
Should we
it.
list all those brands?
Like,
Should we
think you
list
missed out,
everyone
dude?
that missed out?
No.
Just kidding.
I mean, I had no credibility, so it's whatever. But yeah, you don't really I've said this before. I said this in the pre-race thing with Dylan. It kind of sucks because like it's a tough sport to get into because there is no like ladder, there is no like set way to do things. Like it's very individual, like who you are as a person. If someone likes that, they think that it's interesting. They think that they can, you align with a brand and what they're trying to do, where they're trying to go. It's not even always about your athletic ability.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be good or whatever, but it's not like the number one thing maybe now. But I had said on there, and like it kind of sounds like soulless, but you like have to win something large.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get third, you can't get second. Getting a golden ticket is like kind of okay. That's like kind of good. Like that's obviously a huge accomplishment.
It's huge, yeah.
And like getting 2 Western states on a golden ticket, that puts you in a whole category of itself.
You usually get
huge.
signed. If you win a golden ticket,
Yeah, it's big.
I don't think there's anyone that's gotten a gold ticket that hasn't gotten signed. I'm trying to think.
My buddy Caleb Bowen runs in Huntington, got a golden ticket at Grindstone, nothing.
Has he done anything else? Like
he went to Western. He ran 12:40 at Canal Corridor.
Wow.
But I mean that was maybe 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But his schedule's a little bit tough, so he can't. That's the thing of like getting to the race. Like he coaches Marshall's men like cross country team and stuff, and so it's hard to get to those things. But like, yeah, you still have to show up or whatever to the races.
Yeah.
You got to go to the races.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just the way it is. But you kind of have to win something. Unfortunately, but that's good too. I mean, you gotta want to try to do that. So,
yeah, you got to go to the races where there's either a lot of coverage or deep. Yeah, the deep coverage, and the ones that have a lot of coverage and the deep competition that's how you start the conversation. So, Cocodona 250. What happened after you won that race? Is that when the people started reaching out to you?
Oh, it was nuts.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that. I didn't think it would be that big. It was a fun race. It was a race I wanted to do. I was very passionate about.
Yeah. Why were you passionate about that? Because you went from 100 straight into the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the distance is cool. I think I thought that like I could run most of it, like delusionally in my head. I'm like, I don't even need to sleep, dude. I can just run this whole thing. I know I can. Like the people around me were like the biggest concern. And the biggest concern for your first 200 should probably be your sleep and your feet.
Yep.
Like those two things, like
100%,
completely trickle down into derailing your entire day or days. But I was not worried about my sleep at all, or like hallucinating, or like food. My chafing and like feet I was worried about, which ended up being a non-issue. Like I had no blisters, no chafing.
Wow.
No toenails loss.
It's amazing.
It was nuts. Shout out my crew. They kept my feet looking nice.
How many times did you change your shoes at Cocodona?
Shoes and socks almost every time I saw my crew.
That's wonderful.
For sure.
Very wise.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like really close to someone, I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, unless you're like, some people are really superstitious about taking their shoes off unless they have to. Because it is, if you do have something going on and you take your shoe off, like putting a shoe back on is like typically excruciating.
Yeah, or even if it's a brand new pair of shoes that just fit a little bit differently.
Yeah, you maybe don't want to mess with what's going on down. It may get much worse if you disturb it.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of a thing too. It's like, well, maybe you just leave it. Like maybe put on another pair of socks over top of the socks. You don't have to get into the meat.
Yeah.
Like leave those on there, dude. Just let them become one. Yeah.
So
it was crazy.
Had you watched past races? Had you been following it? And you're like, oh my gosh, that's the one that I want to do? Because there's other 200s as well.
Yeah, that was the one. I mean, my buddy Ryan did it, who crewed me at Cocodona. He had did it the year before, and we got to go out and meet him on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So you had already experienced the race.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I love Arizona. Like I've done Javelina twice and Black Canyon a couple times, and like I love it out there. So being able to be out there for a few days and just like run essentially was awesome. And luckily, like when I wanted to do it, I mean, I had a group of guys that were all just like, yeah, we'll be there. You know, like 6 or 7 guys that were just like, yeah, we'll be there for sure.
That's amazing.
And so that was huge, but it was bigger than I thought for sure.
How did you train for that? What was it like when you knew that you got in and you're like, okay, this is your A race? Would you
Yeah.
think that was your A race
Yeah,
this
after
year?
Javelina in October, I started training for that solely.
So you did you take any downtime at all after Javelina? Did you have a little bit of a break?
Not really.
You just went straight into like aerobic-based training, or did you start
Yeah.
doing workouts?
More volume, longer runs on the weekends, some workouts still. I started doing the stair climber like 5-6 times a week.
Yes, so
like
good.
45 minutes to an hour about, like pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Got my hours up from like 17 or 18 hours a week to like 25, 26, 27 hours a week. And so that was big. Just like doing stuff every day, every morning and every evening
Yeah,
for like
time
months.
on feet.
Yeah, just doing stuff with my
Getting
legs.
callous to the fact that you have to keep moving.
Yeah, I just kept telling myself fatigue resistance. I don't have mountains, but I can still move and like use my body and legs and do whatever just to like be tougher, I guess.
Yeah.
Get fatigue resistance so you can keep running later in the race.
Mm-hmm. So in your lead up to that race, even like a couple months before, was there anything that you were nervous about or stuff that you were like, oh my gosh, I really have to practice this? Is there nutrition wise, gear wise? I mean, it's kind of nice like coming into a race like that, like under the radar, where you don't have a brand telling you what to do. You don't actually have anyone all eyes on you and putting that pressure on you.
Yeah.
But was there anything that you really wanted to work on or that you were nervous about going into that race?
I think, like I said, just worried about chafing and but then I found a pair of tights and stuff that worked really well. So I wasn't worried about that then. And then just getting used to a heavier pack.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
crazy how heavy it is.
Yeah, when you're used to running like Javelina or something like that, where you're using like a band and it's just like quick,
handheld.
light, and you're like putting 5 liters of water in your bag and like doing hill repeats with poles. Yeah. And you're like, what am I doing?
Who am I?
Yeah, like, what have I become?
Totally.
What have I become? But you're like, that's what I have to do. You're like, did I do a speed workout this week? And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's too close to the race. Like you're just doing volume. You're just running now for the sake of running.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting used to the bag and like the poles and how that worked. And
what were peak weeks like for you? Do you go? Are you a mileage or a time based?
I kind of did both.
Mm-hmm. Like some weeks you're like, I just need to do 30 hours, and other weeks you're like, I want to do X amount of miles.
Peak weeks were like 26, 27, maybe a little bit more than that, and then like 150 to 160 at a couple times.
That's pretty solid.
A lot of like 130, 140 mile weeks though.
Okay. Consecutively? Or do you do like 2 and 1 off? 2 or 3
I think
and 1
consecutive. Off? I would do a couple where it was like 120, 130, 140.
And then 100.
And then like, my down weeks were like 110 mile, like 100 mile week or something.
It's amazing.
It took me 4 or 5 weeks to taper for Cocodona because it was like so far up.
Yeah.
That I like slowly.
That still your taper was still high mileage.
Yeah.
For most people.
For sure.
In the universe.
I mean, I guess, man.
Like when your taper week is like 95 miles. Yeah.
It's nuts.
That's wild. Who did you bring with you? Who did you decide to put on your crew? Did anyone talk to you about how crew can make or break a race?
I had the best crew.
Okay, let's talk about your crew. Because
a
lot of people listening, we have a lot of people listening that will never run ultras, but they crew all the time. And I've seen people maybe not choose the best crew, and it's bad, but it sounds like I was refreshing all the time. I just want you to know, Dan, I'm a huge fan of you.
Oh.
I loved following your race. You were such a joy. I don't think there was ever a time when the camera wasn't on you that I was like, is he out for a 10K? And why does he look fresh as a daisy when everyone else is like rolling in mud?
You just gotta let it out, man. Just let it out.
You are so great to watch. It was amazing, the race that you put together. But yeah, tell us about your crew and how they helped you get through that race so fast.
Yeah, man. The crew is critical. It was like, so I'm lucky, like I said, to have the people I do around me because I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that I do without them, from support to being there to running with me to coming to races and whatnot. But so I had as my crew chief, Isaac Waite. He's a professor at Marshall, like engineering guy, very smart. also super accomplished runner. He's ran UTMB, he's ran CCC, he's done Comrades, like he's done Western States twice, I think. He's ran Tahoe, finished all of them. He just did Tahoe again this last time.
The Tahoe 200?
The Tahoe 200.
Awesome.
So like knows how to execute, knows how to plan, knows how to get it done. Like some of these things he's done just by himself. Like he just will go to like, has just gone to like UTMB and just did it by himself.
Wow.
Which is cool. And then Ryan, of course, who was out there last year. And so we got to like kind of see what that's like and be on the crew side and get that experience and just generally stoke ourselves up for the race. You know, we're like, oh yeah, we're definitely coming out here.
Yeah, that's so fun.
And so that was cool. And then Dave Fowler, who's just a good friend of ours, good friend of mine. He's actually Ryan's brother-in-law. They're like, we run with them a lot, train with them a lot, like just super good vibes, good dude, like solid guy. Kind of in the similar categories like my buddy Danny Hayes, kind of like pseudo dad. Danny Hayes, just like super nice, like down, like will go to the ends of the earth, you know, kind of guy. And you need those kind of people with you.
Do. Especially in ultras that long.
Yeah, especially in a multi-day event. I mean, you need someone who's like, they're like, dude, we left the gels behind that wall and they like built a wall around. He's like, break through that wall. Like, you need that guy.
Yeah, and he's the guy.
He's the guy. Like, you need that guy
So
who's like,
good.
dude, I'll just go over there and steal it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy. But you need that. And then my brother was there, Fred, who's crewed me a lot. He's been in a lot of races with me and he knows me really well, just being my brother. So, like, he was able to kind of give some insight onto, like, you know, if Dan's like doing this, like, he doesn't really mean it. Not like in a mean way, but like maybe he's asking for something and we don't have it. And he's just like, he doesn't want, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or like, you know,
he
like,
knows you that well.
yeah, if I'm like doing something that they think is a problem and he's like, no, he's actually fine. He's just being ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
isn't that so nice?
Yeah.
The comfort of a sibling is like, yeah.
So good.
It's so good.
And then my buddy Logan as well, who was at Western States with me.
Okay.
I run with him the most probably, but I mean with Ryan and all those guys too, but I run with Logan a lot and we just share a lot of miles together and just having him there.
College buddy? Is this who
College
you ran
buddy.
with? Oh,
yeah, he ran with
nice.
me in college for a year and then he kind of just started focusing more on school. Great guy. Just like, yeah, always a pleasure to run with. Great conversation. Like I could run 2 Cocodonas with just Logan as the pacer probably.
Aw. Well, Logan he's probably inspired by you too. Is he starting to get into
he's an animal too.
into these races?
Logan's a good guy to run with too because he will push the pace.
Okay.
He's a pace pusher, but in a good way. It gets us going because he'll always run. He has 3 children and like we have to run early. If I run with Logan, it's like he'll text me the night before and be like, hey, you want to run tomorrow morning at like 5? And I'm like, sure, dude. I have a sickness where I can't say no to a run.
Really?
It's like real unless I physically can't make it there. Like even if it's like the 3rd time that day I've ran. If I'm like training for something, I'm like Cocodona was good for me and bad for me that way. I was like, I'll run, yeah, sure. I was running like 3 times a day sometimes.
All tempo runs.
Dude, I show up at his house at like 5 a.m. He comes out drinking a coffee, you know, I think we're chill, sets it down. We hit the street, he's just gone, dude. It's like 6:30 pace.
My God.
I'm like, Logan, dude, it's 5 a.m.
Brutal.
I gotta chill out, dude. I'm tired. Like, I ran over here. I got up at like 3 to get here so I could have some coffee and use the bathroom. Like, got a system. You know? Like, if the run's at 5, you're not waking up at 4:45. You're waking up at like 4, right?
Yeah.
Like 3:45, 4 o'clock.
There's a routine.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
I don't let the time of day alter the routine.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I think that
was your whole crew.
That's everybody. Fred, Logan, Isaac, Ryan, Dave, Danny, and myself.
Okay, so 6 people on your crew. Do you like that size of crew? Do you like 6 people?
I think you would.
For the longer the race, I feel like it's nice because then some can be sleeping.
100%.
Right?
I think that's better too if you're going to have them like be pacers and like they only slept like 4 hours total anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're moving around a lot.
And they're all hyped.
Yeah.
People think like, oh yeah, you'll be able to get like a 6-hour nap. No, you won't. You're watching the tracker. You're weather's changing.
Yeah, you're like also not eating.
So true.
You've got like food around you and you're just like, not eating, man. It's
and
like,
if
what?
you're eating crap. You're like, you have a couple chips, like.
Yeah, they're eating worse than me.
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you have your guys, that same crew go to you to Western States. I still want to talk about Cocodona, but are they like your core?
I had Logan and Fred.
So that's your core. Logan and Fred are like
they were
travel.
they were able to get there.
Yeah, that's
Fred's
true.
probably like the main. Like I said, he's crewed me at most of my races. The first Black Canyon I did was just my brother and his girlfriend. I had no pacer, and we were just causing a ruckus.
Yeah,
it was not great. He did really good, but it was like
you're having fun.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, but you learn with every race too, like what you need, and who's
for sure
gonna work out again.
Yeah,
or be better suited at certain races.
That crew right there is like Cocodona next year. If I do it, 100% them. If I can get those same guys plus Sydney, if I can get my girlfriend there too, that'd be great. But honestly, not having like a close loved one sometimes is good.
I 100%.
It's 100% a business trip.
Yeah.
And you're just out there like, I'm getting to the end.
You got to focus.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
It does.
But yeah,
I
they
can
did.
attest to that. Usually we'd never, ever have Eddie and the kids until like, I think 7 years into my
It is
career.
nice though. It's too nice maybe.
Well, because
you feel bad too sometimes if they're there.
Yes, because you like want to engage and like be who you are in the relationship to them, and
you're like, nah.
But let's go back to that quote that you said at the beginning, because you had said you can't do a whole bunch of things if you want to be great at one thing. And I think that can even apply when you have to very specifically choose crew. Like you have to be, I'm choosing you. You almost have to be selfish to say, I'm choosing you because you're great at this and you're going to excel at this, which is going to make me great on race day. I'm not choosing you because, of all these other reasons of just you being my friend.
No, it can be like that for sure. And like I was lucky with those guys mostly brought themselves out to me. And I asked them obviously too, but yeah, that definitely. And they did, like you said, oh, you look so like calm and chill during the race or whatever. Most of that, not only did I love being out there, like that's what I want to do. Like I'll feel a lot of utility in those type of situations. I'm like, okay, this feels right. But also it's like, I mean, they took on the whole responsibility of all the planning, all the flights, all the Airbnb, all the food, all the logistics of drive. I didn't do any planning.
Wow. I'm impressed.
They were like, especially Isaac was like, just train, get your gear together, and then you'll just show up there. And that's literally what I did. I didn't do any logistic planning, any logistical talks, really, nothing. Dan, I just showed up.
That's the future of excelling in the sport. That's what you need.
So nice.
Most athletes don't have that.
I don't think so. Because it was awesome. I mean,
and I'm just saying from the whole spectrum, not even just like the pros, but it's like,
yeah, the average person's doing all that planning, all that logistical stuff. You're stressing out about it till the day of, and man, that will do a number on you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, which I was kind of like that at this race. Not too bad because I was like, how good are you going to be 7 weeks after that? So I wasn't too stressed out about it. But my girlfriend was flying in Friday night and got super delayed. And didn't end up getting there until Forest Hill. She had to stay she had to sleep in an airport and then fly in at 8 a.m. At race day morning. She was supposed to get there Friday night and then had to get a rental car and then drive it to there. And I was like, Sydney, I think maybe for the next race, I think it'd be best if you can't get there too early, you shouldn't come because it stresses me out a lot. And she's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
I'm coming to the race. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're coming to the race.
But I actually understand that. Because
it's stressful,
it's because you do care about her so much. So you're wondering like, okay, is she going to get here on time? Is she okay? Is she going to get that car? Is she going to get lost? Does she know where to go? Is she stressed out? Is she upset? Like you go through the whole, like, then you're pulled away.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Mentally, you're pulled away from what you should be focusing on. So I do get that. And that is difficult sometimes to separate when when you need to be in that extreme focus state on a race.
Yeah,
you're traveling to an event.
Push everything away and it's like just what you're doing.
Yeah. I know sometimes it's like, and I've seen people schedule it this way where it's like they have their crew and their sponsors for those 4 days where they need to do the pre-stuff, the race, and then, family comes in to see you finish the finish line, and then you have 3 more days in that beautiful destination where like, now we can enjoy each other and have fun. Like that's the best part. And those are the people you want to enjoy it with. You want to enjoy it with like, right? It's like, you have to like kind of compartmentalize sometimes. but
for sure.
you guys are learning as you go.
Yeah.
Where did
Trying.
you learn that idea of that quote that you had said in the beginning, just about, you try to keep things really simple on your end. You're working at a run shop, you're training, looking at races. I mean, now you have this incredible brand. Solomon is one of the best brands in our sport. They do
Great.
wonderful things with their athletes. They put out wonderful content. You have some of the best runners in the history of our sport as your teammates, Francois, Courtney. I mean, what a dream
It's cool.
for you. But before we talk about that side of it, like, where did you kind of come up with this idea, like, I need to kind of brush away everything else and just do these couple things?
I don't know if I heard it in any one place. It may have just been like something I'm sure that there is someone that's like a quote of theirs or like
Yeah.
that. Or
I mean,
like
I've heard that concept
Yeah.
always.
I think
yeah.
just it came to me naturally, just like the older you get, maybe you're like, it starts with like, you don't do things you don't want to do unless you absolutely have to. There's like things you don't have to do, as an adult. You're like, I don't want to do that. I can say no to that. Doesn't really matter. I've done it before and it sucked. Whatever it may be, like going on a trip or going out to eat with your friends or like, who knows what it is, like insert everyday life things. You can like cut those things out, things you don't want to do. You don't really have to do them. Some things you do, but like you got to pay your bills and you got to like drive to work or whatever, but you don't have to do other things. And then with training, it's kind of, you find something you love and it's something you find purpose in, and you can kind of get rid of everything else that gives you stress, and it's kind of like any habit, I guess. You get in a habit of like having stress. People like you, I feel like you get in a habit of just having a ton of stress, which don't get me wrong, I have some stress in my life. It's not all just like me like goofing around and drinking Coors Lights, like I do some things serious.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is pretty like cut and dry. Like I don't do very many different things, and I love that. And it's the things that I can do are awesome. Like Sydney and I, we have a great relationship. I think she would say the same thing.
That's really sweet.
Like my brother.
Are you regretting what you said earlier?
She's coming to the race, man. She's coming.
It's very obvious that you love her.
And so that's great. Sweet. And then with like training and stuff too, you kind of like, you realize like the things that get in the way and you can get rid of those things. And then you start training better and it starts to show, especially once you get to a certain point in your training or in your running career, or whatever athletic thing you're doing. It's like the gain starts to get a little smaller. Like you only gain a little, like you can go do a crazy hill session and then you don't feel any different. Like next week, you're like, I didn't do anything. You're like, I got to do 20 of those now to like move the needle, And so anything you have in the way is like just pushing the needle down, and it makes it harder to do more. And so the less stuff you have, the more you can do. The more you can do of what you need to be doing, better quality, for sure.
Is that one of the goals that you have moving forward, especially now that you have this incredible company supporting you, which is just a dream come true for so many people? Is it wanting to, we all have limits in our heads, right?
Yeah.
And maybe when you were in college or first learning about ultras, you're like, that sounds insane, like 50 miles, and then it's 100, and then you're like 200. Like,
slippery.
It's slippery, right? So, and just for, not that you need to have all these answers like perfectly formulated, but just for, like, is there like a limit in your mind? Like in your head, are you wanting to go after maybe what other people haven't done before? And is that in speed or is that in distance? Like, are you excited? Because you had said you ran this 13 something at Javelina, which in my mind, that's wicked fast. There's only a few handfuls of people who've ever run that in a sub 14 there. Mm-hmm. That race has been around for a long time. I mean, I think.
Well, yeah, then next year the top three all went sub 13.
Really?
12:58.
Was it the top three all went?
12:58 was my time.
Yeah.
It was like right under.
But an even smaller group has done it, the sub 13. But
I think it was like, for like 5.
I should actually look up the number of people that have run a sub 13 or even just sub 14 there. It's not a ton
No.
of people. And I think some of the people have been repeat people.
Well, and they're like
It's like
pretty
the
good.
same person who's done it
Yeah.
like several times. But yeah, what are you reaching? Like, what gets you excited? Because when you talk about extreme focus, and I think that's really what it is. That's why I wanted to bring that up again, because I'm a big believer in that. Like, I think consistent focus is where you break the barrier, you get yourself in that top 0.1%. And it's
Yeah.
that's one of the toughest things in any journey. This doesn't have to even do with running. It's anything that you want to do in life you're passionate about. If you are consistently focused day in and day out, that's the game changer. But the focus is like there's actually a goal. It's not just like, yeah, I'm focused. Well, what are you focused on?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's a lot of things. I mean, just getting to where I am now was like a focus at one point in time. And I think now, like, what I find interesting is definitely, I think being versatile, like, especially the way the sport's going, like, you've got to be fast in all ways for any distance, really. And so just being able to be maybe in the forefront or in the beginning of the group of people that's like, okay, I want to run a 200-mile race, but then I want to go run 1240 at Javelina too. Or I want to go like do UTMB and then come back and run JFK. Like that kind of thing. Like, I think that's interesting. I think it's possible. And I think it's fun too. Like, that kind of training is interesting and fun.
I would have thought possible and painful. You said possible and fun.
We're all
Amazing.
psychos.
It is amazing.
But you get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
But stuff like that I think is fun. I love the multi-day thing. Like, I knew that I would. I just put it off because it was like, oh, don't, like, people kind of like, don't waste your speed, like, do short races. That's an old person. Like, that's when you're old. Like, go do 200. It's like, not really, especially not now. And like coming so close at Javelina in times that would have been golden ticket times 4 years ago. One thing I've said before is like, I hated, being late. So I was like, I'm not going to wait 3 more years to when I'm supposed to run a 200 and then run it and run a time that would win 4 years ago, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just going to do what I want to do now. And that's what I did for that. But I mean, that kind of stuff, just any like distance, 100, I guess, plus is more my speed. But yeah, long stuff is interesting. I definitely, there's some, having Solomon as a sponsor is huge. And like just that connection and all those people have been so nice. And that's kind of opened up the possibility of like any European stuff a little bit more possible. Like, I never really had given anything thought over there just because like getting there would have been, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that probably. I mean, I would have been, but it would have been a huge headache. So that's kind of been interesting to start thinking about that kind of stuff. Like, I can never say it correctly, but like Tour de, it starts with a G. Yeah.
Tour de Gens.
Tour de Gens.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very
cool.
cool.
Yes.
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
I had this
been on
like,
the bucket list for so long, but
yeah, it's like long, it's grueling.
The climbing and descending is that I think
crazy.
One of the most insane in the world.
I don't think I'm prepared for it right now, but I think it's something I would love to like prepare for.
That. What about Zagama?
I don't even know what that is. It's fast. I thought that was short.
It is. That's why I said, you said Tour de Gens, and I'm like, well, then you need to couple it with Zagama.
True. Do the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I think
that's really cool.
That'd be cool. Comrades, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Different place,
yes.
But people have said that's that's a kind of a faster race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all on road.
It's all on road.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Just whatever comes available.
Yeah.
And seems interesting.
I love that idea of choosing the things that you want to do now.
For sure.
I think that's a great statement. Like, why, if there's something in your head that you want to do and you have people around you that are giving you ideas of how you should do it, I think just in life, remember who you're asking, remember who you're taking opinions from, and why are you doing that?
Yeah.
If it's in your heart to do it,
go for it.
Go do it.
If you have if you think you can do, you don't want to do something because you want to do it and you know down inside that you're not prepared.
Yeah.
That's like, I have a huge issue with people who make, it's not an issue, but it annoys me a little bit. People who make who their whole like spiel, for lack of a better term, is like, set these super high goals for yourself and you will achieve. I'm like, set reasonably high goals.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be telling a kid to say they want to be an Olympian you shouldn't tell that to a room of kids. None of them are going to be Olympians. I mean, that's ridiculous to say.
Yeah.
So you just got to set goals that are like appropriately high for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the wrong thing to think, but I think sometimes it's a little overkill. It's like, dude, not everyone can set the same goals. Like
Absolutely.
your Olympian goal may be something totally different,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. But it's more gratifying, like setting a goal that you don't think you can, but you kind of can, and then you achieve it, and you're like, hell yeah! And then you set another one, and you kind of like work your way up.
I love this idea of not so much like it's not the Olympian, but go see what's possible.
Yeah,
Because you're always going to get a lot closer than what you think, and so I do agree with that. You don't just want to tell everyone that they're going to be able to slam dunk in the NBA.
Yeah,
like
it's like,
that doesn't.
it's not going to happen.
But also go and see how good you can be. Like, why
Yeah.
not? And I think that's you have the same mindset either way. If you do something with your whole heart, you put all your effort, dedication, commitment, you will always be way better than what you probably ever dreamed that you could be. But
That's a good way
most
to
people
put it.
can't tackle those pieces. The all-in commitment focus every single day, like what you're giving
Yeah.
for these races in your training, that's the hardest part.
It is.
The frosting is like standing on the start line with your buddies and like, let's go have a day. And like,
Yeah.
you could be so well trained and so fit and like twist your ankle like 4 miles in and be done.
That's it.
And so there's no guarantees there, but giving your best in the training, that's actually how you get better at everything in life. It's what you're doing in the training. It isn't always the race. Yeah, the race is the shiny thing. It's going to get you signed at times, but like sometimes it's going to take you 15 races before that happens.
Doing the work is the fun part too, I think.
So I love the work.
It's like some random guy, we were in Olympic Valley in the village there or whatever, and he's like, will you do a short interview? And I was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I love
We did
that.
it. And he was like, what is grit to you? Or what is the grind or whatever to you? And I'm like, honestly, you shouldn't, if you're doing something you feel purpose and utility in and love, like you really shouldn't even feel like, I would say like the people that maybe aren't, who are afraid to have that focus, if it's something that you're really meant to do, the grinding aspect isn't there really. Like it doesn't feel like that. Like I look back at the training I did for Cocodona. I mean, I would get up at like 4:30 every day, wouldn't eat dinner until like 8:30 every day, go to bed, wake up, do it again. Did that for like 3 months. And it's like, it didn't seem like it at the time, but like you if you're doing the right thing, like the grind that people describe, like, yeah, it's there or whatever, but it shouldn't be as bad as it seems, as people make it out to seem. They're just doing the wrong thing maybe.
Yeah.
Or for them at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be terrible.
Maybe there's no structure or focus within that, and it can feel chaotic.
Yeah. So like taking the step to have that extreme focus, like it's maybe scary, but like once you have that in the right direction, like it's probably not too bad for you. Hopefully.
How would you rate yourself in mental toughness and adversity? Like when you've raced long enough now, you have enough ultra races. I always believe that one of the common threads, like the common traits I think of people that are great in the sport, is they're actually good at adapting,
Sure,
at being flexible, and like hacks. Like you figure it out. Like if you have a blister, you don't have anything with you. Like what are you gonna do? Like if you have nothing on you, what do you do? Like it's
I don't know.
It's exactly.
Put a leaf in there or something.
Yeah.
Pop it, put a leaf in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so like you figure, you don't let it affect your race, right? You're like, I have this situation that needs a solution, but like.
Yeah, if you can't do anything, you can't do anything.
Yeah. So how do you feel like when you hit adversity, when things are going sideways, or you're not feeling good, or you're like, oh my gosh, I've slowed down, or like my race isn't going great? What are things that you tell yourself? How do you feel right now? Like, do you know yourself the best?
I would say, maybe initially, depending on the situation, my first line of defense is just extreme, like outward anger. Maybe not like extreme. That might sound like I'm like punching the ground or something. But I'm definitely verbalizing how terrible it is, how horrible I feel, how mad I am at everything. And it's not like it's detrimental. Some people, they do that and they shut down.
Yeah.
For me, that's kind of like
fuel.
Yeah, I'm like moving better now.
Yeah.
I'm like doing stuff better.
So you
Like, it's
vent
fine.
it. You get it out. It's out there. I'm pissed, but I'm still moving.
That's probably the initial thing. That was mostly how I dealt with the mud. Was just at Cocodona, for example, was like I was just kind of angry about it. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like it was slowing me down any. It was just kind
It
of like
never looked like you ran slow. So like I do
Yeah.
understand you probably train way faster than you were able to run the race in. I mean, you still have the good course
Yeah.
record. Is that, I mean, yeah. What are you telling yourself? Well, everyone else has to deal with this too.
Yeah.
Like
So my crew was telling me, reassuring me of that. And so that was comforting, you know. And then the second thing that I do that I'm lucky to do, it's kind of like sounds ridiculous, but I can just like not think about anything. Like people will ask me during the race, oh, what do you think about? Like, what were you thinking? Honestly, most of that race, I didn't have a thought in my mind.
you can be still in your
It was
mind.
like kind of ridiculous. I was just like,
Yeah.
just
That's
running.
amazing.
And then I'd get happy about something and then I would just not think about anything for a couple hours and just moving. It sounds pretty lame. That's kind of what it is, though.
I think it's powerful. If you can
Yeah.
quiet your mind and just focus on one foot in front of the other and the path in front of you, that's very powerful.
Yeah, I just kind of shut the brain off. Like, it was hard to come back online after something like that. Like, I got on the live stream and I felt like I was drunk. I wasn't.
Yeah. You don't need to clarify that.
I mean, you know, but like I was
Is it
like
just
my
because
brain.
it's so loud?
Well, they're
It's
just like asking
there's-
questions, and I'm just like,
yeah. You haven't slept in a couple
Yeah.
days.
They're
you
like,
haven't-
so what was your nutrition strategy like? I'm like, I had a burger. You know, it's like not good answers.
Yeah.
The brain is just done, dude.
The brain's done. Your system's jacked.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it takes a few days to even get back on.
It was
on
weird.
track. But like, I think what you had to work through, anger in a way it's passion. It's a temper is passion. It's fuel, and you can channel it in a really positive way to keep you going.
I think if it keeps you moving and like gives you a voice, like I think giving a person a voice is super empowering. So like maybe that's yourself giving yourself a voice when you're really going through a rough time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like giving a speech, but to myself I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys need to know. This is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like talking to my legs. I'm like, guys, you're sucking right now.
This isn't what we train for.
Yeah. You know, you get that disconnect every now and then where your top half feels totally separate from your bottom half.
100%.
And so like, I catch myself referring to my legs or my body. Like I refer to my body as the top half and my legs as a separate entity.
I don't know what's going on down there.
Yeah. I'm like, body's doing good. Legs dead. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Those are the same thing. But in my head, it makes sense.
And your crew knows this about you.
Yes. They're good. They're good with it.
Yeah.
They don't check me in anywhere afterwards.
Yeah.
They're not like, we got to check Dan into a mental hospital.
So what's next for you? What do you?
Nothing big, I don't think.
You just got signed with Solomon. That's literally this past week.
So yeah, I'm basking in that.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little about that? I know you're
It's been great.
Like, I don't know if you want to talk about an agent or brands or like how any of that is.
So yeah,
it's tricky.
After Cocodona, things got big, more influence than I thought I had, or that the race had. Like I went from just like a social media thing was digger, you know. Like I went from like 1,100 followers to like I think I have like 15,000.
Yeah,
in like
huge.
a couple weeks, which for me is like insane. I didn't know people are like send you messages and ask you questions. I'm like, you don't want my answer. You know, it's like kind of ridiculous. People just give you stuff. Like people will just give you things.
Yeah.
We started my buddy Ryan. Luckily, like he's been so huge for me just with like media, like making YouTube videos.
That's awesome.
We have like a little YouTube channel and like he puts.
You do?
Yeah.
And
Bargain
what's it
Boys.
called? Bargain Boys. So it's a few of you.
Yes.
Okay.
All of us that train together, and it's just kind of like our perspective and
I love that.
some of my like footage and stuff, and it's awesome, and just having him be able to put that stuff together, and like we filmed Western States and then sent Ryan the footage, and then he had a video up in like 2 days.
That's amazing. Now, what's Bargain Boys?
That's just us. Well, it's kind of what we called ourselves a couple years ago because we were all like thought we were good enough to be sponsored. but we didn't have one. So I'm like, I will do what your athlete's doing. I'll do it 80%, 85% as good for half as much money. Because I
You're
have
a
no
bargain.
sponsor. Yeah, I'm like, I'm a bargain, dude. I will be in the podium and you don't have to pay me as much. You know, like it's the same thing.
This is why you need an agent.
Yes. Looking back on it now, I'm like, why did I say that? I'm like, pay me less, please. Yeah, but it's just my buddy Jack and Jack Pennington. He ran Cocodona he ran it the same time I did.
Oh, awesome.
So we got to go back out on course and see him. He got it done in like 108 hours.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of a cool like back and forth
Just
with us.
finishing that is amazing, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
It's even harder the longer you're out there.
I think so too.
Guaranteed. Because I mean, yeah, it just is.
Yeah. The resilience and grit and endurance.
Yeah. You've got things that are happening to you that didn't happen to me.
Exactly.
So yeah, Logan is also part of that, like our training group, and then Caleb, and then Ryan, of course, too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the squad.
So Bargain Boys, we can find that on the YouTube channel. You have a buddy that puts that together.
Mm-hmm. We're there.
That's something I've always said to athletes when they're first starting out is make your own stuff, own your own stuff, especially when it comes to your story. It's so important that you do that. So I think that's really cool.
It's awesome.
You've started that. So you're going to have some new subscribers. Your mom's going to have some new followers.
Maybe.
Our people, our next really big event in this, I mean, there's a couple. There's Hard Rock, there's Leadville, but I think as far as like the massive gathering is UTMB.
Mm-hmm.
Have you have any ideas or dreams of racing in Europe or possibly a UTMB race one year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Get in the big mountains.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be there hopefully this year and as part of the Solomon team and probably not running, but just there and experience everything and get a feel for it and obviously get some good runs in. And I'm looking forward to that because that's kind of everyone I've talked to that has been there. They're like, yeah, it'll ruin you. Like you'll go there and then come back here and be like, meh.
I don't want to race in America ever again.
Pretty much. So like I'm kind of
European
frightened.
Racing's awesome.
Yeah, which I mean, to me that already happens when I leave. I love Huntington, but when I leave there and come places like this, it's a lot different. It's a lot nicer. But
when
I
you
love
say
living
Huntington, it's fun because we grew up
West Virginia.
and Huntington's right here. That's been home for us forever. So from one Huntington to the next Huntington. But I agree with you. I stopped racing in the United States in 2016, then didn't come back to race in the States again until like 2021, I think.
Wow.
It was. Yeah, you kind of get the bug because it's just
that's crazy.
It's just different in every way and the community. But it's awesome to see. What a great way to see the world.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm like super.
Do all of it. Man.
I'm lucky. Like Solomon's great.
Yeah, do all of it. It's pretty incredible. So how did that happen? Did you reach out to Solomon? Were you like, hey guys?
No.
So I just set the course record in Cocodona.
I tried that. It didn't work. With other people, don't send DMs when you're doing that kind of thing.
Because they probably get them on the daily.
Yeah. So those get lost, especially if you don't have a blue check. But yeah, so like after the race, I mean, I had worn S-Lab Genesis during the race for a lot of it. The majority of the race, that shoe fits me very well. Mm-hmm. Like I've never really found a trail shoe that I really like loved just because I think it's because I run roads so much.
Yeah.
That like, I mean, I think to this day, you're still not, road shoes are always better than trail shoes. Like they just are. They're lighter, softer, and they can be because it's like less rugged. You don't need the stability. Like whatever. But this shoe just fit me really well. Like a buddy of ours that actually used to work at the running shop I work at, John Meadows, is like kind of high up in Solomon now. He was with Hoka and then he worked his way up. He went to Solomon. I forget his exact title, but it's like something in North America, like VP of like whatever. Maybe not VP, but like it's something like that. Mm-hmm. And so he sent a couple pairs of shoes to try.
Right before Cocodona.
Before the race. And like I got them and the S-Lab Genesis, it runs a little long, so I usually wear a 12 and a half. It was too big, so I had to order a 12. And so I only had that shoe probably 3 weeks before the race.
Oh, wow.
3 or 4 weeks before the race. I'd probably put 40 miles in it.
Yeah.
And then I wore it for like 40 hours. And it just worked flawlessly.
That's awesome.
And so that was great. But I mean, yeah, having worn that shoe and then I think just with Courtney's presence at the race and Ryan Sand's presence at the race, kind of our like duel, for lack of a better term. Like, it wasn't really a duel. We weren't like passing each other, like throwing elbows.
But I know.
It was kind of like, hey, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
We were close together for most of that race.
Yeah.
Even up until the end, I was like not really sure I was going to win, because I mean, he's so talented and like historied, and like he's done a lot of things, and obviously you can't, one bad step, especially the way we finished the race this year, coming down the rocky side of Eldon, like one bad step down that, I mean, you're sitting there for like 2 hours waiting to be able to move again or something.
Yeah, totally.
So like you could have been passed the whole way because we were close enough to. And then they, I think, reached out with some like encouragement from the guy that used to work at the shop that I worked at. Maybe they were planning on it, but maybe they weren't. I don't know the exact storyline of that. I think just wearing their shoes in that format, in that race with the other people that were there on their team was good for them. And that started kind of happening, and other brands and things started happening. And it was kind of like, well, I thought maybe I could do that myself. And then some people had suggested trying to see if Kelly Newland would work with me.
She's great.
And so I've reached out to her, and I sent her a message on LinkedIn.
Really?
It was my best. It was the only way I could find her. And so
you didn't find her on Instagram?
I didn't think like
She's
that.
The
I don't
rad
know.
boulder.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I messaged her that way, and then she gave me her email. She was like, "Send this to my email," and I was like, "Okay." So I sent it to her email, and then that's kind of been a great relationship so far. And she's spearheaded all that, and I think with the proximity of Cocodona to Western, and like trying to navigate all those things while trying to recover and train for Western, like having her like organize all those talks and like talk to people even on my behalf, and like knowing what's going on and like what's a good deal, what's a bad deal, like whatever, that's been like crucial for me.
Kelly's amazing.
She's great.
And she's been in and around the sport for a long time.
Yes.
But is also just has such a kind heart. She really looks out.
She does.
Yeah.
She's been great. We got to meet her in person at Western. Which was great too, you know.
And she's an amazing chef.
I haven't had any of her food, but it's what I hear.
So good.
I mean, if you have a business.
That's how she started out. That's how I knew about her. She makes amazing food and cooks for all the teams and the events. Cool. And
Solomon, we had James.
Okay.
I stayed at their house 2 nights.
He's a chef?
He's a chef. He
was
a chef. He was a chef at, I think, like Ineos, the cycling team.
Okay. Yep.
So, I mean, obviously pretty legit there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he was great.
That's awesome.
Speaking of shopping in grocery stores, when we said that earlier, not going through the aisles, I kind of bonded with James, because I was like, I mean, I'm not Matt Blanchard.
Yeah.
I'm not Mary Ann, like these are dogs right here. And so I was like, I'm going to hang out with James.
James in Olympic Valley, you went shopping with them.
Yeah, well, I went shopping with James.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else would go shopping with James. Not that they probably would, but yeah, he got the nicest stuff you can get at the grocery store. I had to convince him to get the crappy eggs.
Really?
Because they were out of the like bougie eggs, and I was like, all they had left were like the white dozen and a half brand, store brand. And he was like looking at these half cartons of nice eggs. He was going to get a bunch of them, and I was like, James, get these eggs. And he was like, and I was like, just get them, dude. They're the same. And he was like, I can't. And I was like, just do it, James. So I like pressured him into buying the cheap eggs. Hopefully he doesn't hold that against me.
No,
but they tasted fine.
No one noticed.
No, everyone raced great.
How was Western States for you? First time racing it?
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Being in the top 20 is a big deal. There's a lot of really fast people out there, and you came in 12th male. Are you proud of that?
I am. It still feels like not like a good result, but I didn't think that I would do good going in because of how close the other race was, and like
absolutely
it's your first Western or whatever. So I was just kind of like, I'm going to learn the course. I'm going to have a great time. I mean, I was taking my time at the aid station, which is not something you do at Western States.
Yeah.
It's like, get through there as quick as possible. Like I've been watching the media from the race and watching the other people's Mine were terrible.
They're like 8 seconds.
Yeah, mine were so bad. I mean, I've done that before. Like at Javelina, I've done quick aid stations.
Yeah.
But I mean, at that race, it wasn't really my focus. So it was kind of just for fun and enjoy it and soak it all in, and luckily get to race it. And so hopefully I go back. I plan to go back at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do better.
Yeah, you came off the wait list. Cocodona 250 was the focus. Western States is 6-7 weeks later. I mean, that makes sense, especially with 250. I mean, that does a number on your body. It's a couple weeks before you actually completely feel like yourself again, and then to have to build up to literally one of the fastest, most competitive.
It was a weird training block.
Hundreds, yeah, that's a lot. So I think just trying to put it in perspective, like what you did was phenomenal. Yeah.
It's cool. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, Dan, this has been a pleasure chatting with you. Where can people follow you? How can we still get to know a little bit more about you and your journey? I mean, you're new to a lot of people, even though you've been racing for the last 4 years. But yeah, where can we follow you?
I mean, Strava for sure. Instagram, I think it's Dan is Green.
Dan
Classic.
is Green.
Great Instagram handle. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I don't have any other. Our YouTube channel, you know, Bargain Boys. It's a great time on there if you like regular people.
We do.
It's cool.
We like real
We have a great
stuff.
time on there, so it's fun. That's it. That's all I got.
And then you'll be out at UTMB possibly. Any other races?
So the Hurricane 100K, which is kind of a local race to us, I'll be there, which is a great race. If you want to travel to West Virginia, it's a $10,000 prize purse.
Really?
So winner gets,
That's
I mean,
amazing.
I've been kind of keeping it a secret because we just drive 25 minutes up the road, win $2,000 every, you get like first, second, third, it's like 25, 15, 1,000.
That's amazing.
And if you set a course record, you get the money, you get 1,000 for every year it wasn't broken. So like this year, if you set a course record and win, you get $4,500. Which, I mean, trail racing, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is. Most races don't have money.
Yeah, and that's just local 100K. Our boy Matt Young puts that on. He's like,
when is that?
September 20, like mid-September.
Because I was gonna ask you.
Come out to West Virginia? I'm just kidding.
I was gonna ask you. I'm like, well, I actually was hoping you'd come out to Mammoth 200.
Oh, and run it?
Yeah.
Isn't that soon?
It's that, I think it's around that weekend. It's like September.
Yeah.
What's the date? Like 24th to the 27th.
I would love to, but I don't think I should.
Yeah. No, you don't want to do 200s in a year.
I don't know. Maybe I should I'll wait.
Okay.
I would love to do that race though.
I think the race,
especially since you got it all approved and like everything's good to go.
Yes. And it runs, it's so Tim Tollison's character too. Because Tim's really fast on the road. He's very speedy. He hasn't done the 200s yet, but he created the course.
Is he going to run it?
It's there in his home. No. He's like the race director, founder, and he's the one that runs all of Mammoth Trail Fest. So Mammoth Trail Fest is like Gold Trail World Series. They do all those races there in Mammoth. This is just like 4 hours from here.
Okay.
Beautiful Eastern Sierra. You got Mount Whitney, you got Yosemite, all of that whole area. It's so beautiful. You guys need to come out and just be. But the Mammoth Trail Fest happens, and then like 3 days later, Mammoth 200 happens. But this is like Tim's home. It's where he's lived and trained for the last 13 years. And so he really wanted to create a 200-mile route in that area and really like expose the area. So it's a loop. You start at Mammoth Mountain, you go up, climb up to like 11,000 feet, but then it drops down. I think you hit like 15 lakes in there. You climb up craters,
so cool.
But there's long, fast sections, like where you can hammer for like a good 10 miles, 20 miles.
That's
like
critical.
Yeah, I think so. We did the film, but it was like we were with the film crew. We weren't going for time because it was just me kind of doing it, and we also ended at the top of the mountain, which you won't do. You end on this 9-mile downhill into the village.
Sure,
but I think it'll be a very, very fast course. I can see the guys doing it in the 40s probably.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's going to be amazing. So anyway, I would love to see you crush that. Then it'll give you another reason to come back out to California.
Never been in that area either.
Yeah. Oh my, there's so much out there.
Yeah.
You got to go climb the tallest mountain in the lower 48.
I've heard that. People say, oh, you got to train in the Sierras.
Yeah, Sierras.
I don't even know what that is, really.
Well, I'm sure
it's like Rocky?
You've heard of John Muir Trail?
Yes.
The JMT. Like, that's where that is.
Okay.
You got Yosemite, like Half Dome is
I've
just
been to
on
Yosemite.
the backside. Yeah, so it's just on the backside.
Okay.
Like when you're standing on Mammoth Mountain, and of course, like certain parts of that area, you can literally just look. You're looking into Yosemite.
That's so
like those
sick.
peaks right behind
Yosemite
it.
is breathtaking.
Isn't it beautiful? How long ago were you there?
2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still fresh in your mind.
It was awesome. It was also like a super, I think it was like a historic, like 100-year high water level.
Oh, yeah.
So like everything that had water was just
overflowing
spewing water.
Yeah.
Like water was just streaming out of the cracks.
Yeah.
So it was like
big snow year.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
so
everything was
pretty.
just like high pressure.
Yeah.
Which was beautiful.
Yeah, there's one route you can take when you leave Mammoth, that you can take this one highway and then you're at the backside of Yosemite. You can
through that tunnel and it's like opens up.
and then you can get into Yosemite.
Yeah.
You could go out there for a month and just like it's training playground.
Be nice.
Yeah.
I did do a run while I was there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good altitude too. I think Mammoth sits like close to 8,000 feet. Like it sits
sweet.
at that. But anyway, I was wondering if I could. I got Rachel. Rachel's down. When
She's
we were
down,
at
dude.
TrailCon, she was
She's
like, "No, I've already committed to this race. It's my buddy's race. Like I can't do it." And I was like, "Rachel, you have to, like, your buddy will love hearing that you're going to do this race." Like I tried all the sales like tactics with her.
She's great.
She's awesome.
She's such a good time. I got to talk to her before the race too.
Yeah. Super chill, so talented.
Yeah.
Back-to-back champion of Cocodona. And I was like, come out, do Mammoth. And I saw her post the other day. I was like, yeah. So then I thought, well, how cool to get the champions of Cocodona. I'll see if I can work on
Is Tara doing it too?
Tara's doing it. She's also
Redemption
phenomenal.
Tour?
Yeah.
Well, not really. She was just really sick. So I mean, it's
like,
whatever.
She was very sick. Probably could have maybe passed on it too. She
still had a smile on her face.
I know. What a champ, right?
Honestly.
Yeah. Such a champ.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, think about it.
I will.
Why
I'll think
not?
about it. I have that. Yeah. Hurricane, maybe Mammoth. And then I want to do JFK.
Yeah, that's a solid.
I haven't signed up for it, but I want to do it.
Yeah. When is JFK?
I think it's
what month?
Like November.
Is it? Okay.
It is in November.
It's typically colder. Like
it's
I
on
know
my.
it's
the day of my birthday.
Oh, what's your birthday?
November 22nd.
Okay, November 22nd.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, crazy fact. Just put this in there. Pledger told me this. JFK got assassinated on November 22nd.
Really?
So it's
that's
JFK 50 miler.
Yeah.
The day that he got assassinated, and it's my birthday.
Wow.
Gotta go. Gotta do it this year.
You got to do it.
Yeah. No chance.
There's a lot going on there.
It's crazy.
Well, I really appreciate you giving your time, having this conversation with us.
Sure.
It's been fun exposing you to the Chew Strong podcast community. I think we've all had fun, though. I mean, Cocodona had such a great live stream.
Oh, man.
They do it the best. I mean, they had episodes by that evening recapping the day. I mean, it's pretty incredible. So I think we all got to know you through that. And I think you definitely represent the future of this sport. I mean, it was really cool. I got to present the Future of the Sport Award to Anna Gibson last week at TrailCon. And we were talking beforehand and she's like, I haven't been in the sport that long. I was like, that's why it's called the Future Award, Anna. And she's such a lovely person. But I kind of said some of the things that I told you. I was like, it's exciting to see the sport growing and changing, but it's important that you know that you're literally inspiring the youth and showing them what is possible in this sport, what you can do. You don't have to go to college and then do the half marathon and the road marathon and then come into trail, but only sub ultra and then the 50. Like, do what you want to do.
Yeah, you can just do what you want to do.
Yeah. I think that's so cool, but you're representing that, Dan, and I think because of that, you are going to continue to grow in popularity. Your account's going to go up from 15,000. I mean, your mom might have more Strava followers than you. I don't know. I mean, there might be some competition there. I can't wait to meet Teresa.
She's out. She's out and about.
Yeah.
You know.
Is she going to accompany you to UTMB, you think?
No, weirdly, she'll be there a week after me.
Oh, really?
Her and her sister are going to
oh, my goodness.
France.
Well, maybe they can shift their schedule a tiny bit. No, that'll be a nice trip for them. But yeah, I think that everything that you shared today is pretty cool. You have a cool story.
Thanks
So
for
thank you.
letting me on.
Yeah.
It's
We're
like
gonna have you on again.
It's like it's like I feel like I came down here after the race to hang out with my buddy Will.
Yeah.
Sydney and I, because she, break or whatever. It's like if you go it's like all the best things.
Aw.
I got like somehow ended up hitting all the spots.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for
You
saying
completed
that.
the whole Southern California.
Are we part of something cool that you did? Is this going to be like part of a cool memory?
This is a big one for me.
Dan,
this is cool.
Dan, every time someone comes on my podcast, I always tell them what their name means.
Oh no.
Do you know what your name means?
No. Like in what? Like in what terms? Like in
Yeah, there's so many. There's like in Greek or Hebrew or like what is it defined by? If you look up the baby name book or whatever. No, I always just like to. I always like look. I look it up. It is pretty cool. But well, I mean, is your name Daniel or is it Dan?
It's Daniel.
Okay, yeah. So Daniel, famously associated with the biblical prophet. I mean, you've heard of Daniel there, who is known for his wisdom and courage in the face of adversity. And so I'm gonna just say that one.
Nice. We'll take that.
Yeah. So wisdom and courage in the face of adversity. That is what I want you to leave with. And I hope that you insert that into every race, that you'd have wisdom and courage, because every ultra race has adversity. But it sounds like you are so good at overcoming that already, that you are someone who is focused. And I think it takes a level of courage actually to go after some of these really big feats. It isn't just putting in the training. There's a point where you actually have to believe that you can do it and that it's worth it, and that you then dedicate yourself to the work. So you embody all of that. And it's a real honor to meet you. We're going to be cheering for you. Thank you for giving us your time. And yeah, you have new fans in us. And I know everyone listening and watching. Thank you, Dan Green.
Hey, thank you.
To all of our listeners, if you are still running, if you're still on that long run, if you are on that stair mill, which I feel like it's becoming more and more popular, and just after you just heard Dan saying that he was 5 times a week going hard for an hour or more at a time, you're hearing what it takes to be the champion of these races. You hear it here, being fast, no matter the terrain, no matter the distance. We want to encourage you in your training right now. Remember, it doesn't matter what pace you're going or what it is that you're training for, whether that's your first mile or a 200 miler. The fact that you showed up today, you need to celebrate that. And so just keep doing that and keep choosing strong in all you do.